Okay. Haha! Hey guys, my name's Wilbur, and welcome to episode 20 of Vault Hunters. So, sorry, I was having some serious issues with everything else. I don't know what was going on. Oops. But, yeah, no, it was just being real weird because it wasn't popping up on screen showing what I was streaming. It wasn't picking up my voice. Nothing. So I just had to close down Streamlabs and then bring it back up. So, last week, our last stream, we set this up. So this is our storage room. Oh my god, just let me reload the chunks. Anyways, I kind of like this better. Oh my god. Yeah, no, I'm all alone. I don't know why it's being so damn laggy. I was working on trying to get things semi taken care of with everything else, but you know, is what it is. Because I just don't like having debt. Let's go ahead and grab all of these. Carbon. Actually, yeah, you guys haven't seen the setup yet. So yes, last you guys saw, I put everything over, and so I've just kind of covered this up. I've got the framing drawer controller here. I've got all my crafting stuff here. So yeah, I'm actually really, really excited over this. I will say, I think it just kind of ties everything together really, really well. And no, we don't have a thing. That's unfortunate. So let's open this up with running another vault. Also, while I'm running whatever it's called, these redemption vaults, I've been running afterlife vaults. You know, the warden's crystals. Just because like it has a 25% oops, issue, but it doesn't really affect me in otherwise. I'm going to grab a second one just so that way I can just put the next one on. Eventually, I'm going to run a cake vault. But, yeah. Plunder's Vault Rocks. Let's see how many of these we can make. 2! I might as well just keep replenishing those. I will say, it does feel so nice to get back on track. You know, I am sorry that I haven't been as on track. I had family come out and visit, and you guys know how it is. When family comes out to visit, it always throws your schedules for a loop. Ew. Gross. So you get half the experience of an afterlife or in an afterlife vault. But if you die, you keep your inventory and you just get a durability penalty. This is the bad version of Phoenix, I think. So yeah. Remember, I have a debt of 88 coins, so I have to pay all that back before I can even try to... Hello. Before I can even try to earn, whatever it's called, experience. If you're wondering, well, how did you do that? It's actually a game rule that you can enable, which I don't see an issue with that game rule. You know, allowing players to go into debt to retrieve their stuff at the penalty of they can't gain XP until they pay that back. And the reason I don't see an issue with it is because I still have the choice. Do I go into debt, or do I not, right? Because I think you can, I think you get the choice of like refund the crystal or get your loot back. And I choose to get my loot back, 100%. I have stuff I really like. However, what I might start doing is I might start keeping a stash of gold and things like that off to the side. Just so I can say, hey, if I die, I've got stuff. But yeah, the locker's an oopsie. So on the off chance something crazy happens, like, you know, I die because I decide that I'm the hero that no one expected me to be and fight an elite, I can, you know, I can recover from that pretty easily. This, I'm not gonna lie, is a little bit of a disappointing room. Now, obviously, all the paint rooms are randomized. There's nothing, you know, surprising about that. But just the amount of stuff in it feels a little disappointing. But, I mean, it's an Omega room, so definitely not going to complain too much about it. Boom. All right. Straight on out. Because, you know, paint rooms have a conglomeration of everything. I'll be honest, I was not paying attention to a damn thing for elixir. It would seem that living chests have some good sweat. Oh shit! Hello, friends. Okay, wood's not very handy. Oh, they're down below. It's okay. So in this particular vault coins are healthier. And what I mean by healthier is just like if I find a coin POI, coin piles are going to have more than any other. Okay. Okay. I really feel like going to the other room, like on the rooms on either side of the paint room, and just seeing if I get lucky with the Omega rooms next to each other. Because I've definitely seen that happen, and I think it's funny every time. Oh, there's an altar up here. What's the altar? Nine vault ores, huh? 22. Oh. Alright, I have to check just on principle. Okay. Okay, I think that's good. Nope. I almost missed that one. Alright, so let's run over here. Now I'm going to kind of run around looking for an ore room, because I've got 10 minutes to find an ore room. So this side of the paint room doesn't have anything. What about the other side of the paint room, right? Now here's the thing, we can't be that lucky. That would be illegal. I just need 22 ores. It doesn't even have to be unique ores, just ores. So one ore room should fix us up. I'm running by so many rooms. there we go. Not seeing any ores anywhere else, or like any what I want to call good PLIs. Come on. Yes! Alright, this is what we want. Hello, little crabs. Die! There it is. Alright, hold on, I just want to see. Okay. Ores do something. Oh, 50% item rarity. Hello, friends. You're a bastard. Just die already. So I really like the item rarity because if I find that lasts for the entire vault. So after I'm done looting this room out, I can go on a looting spree. So here's my thing on this as well, right? I could have either A, gone through rooms, looted them out, and said, you know, maybe, possibly, I'll find my 22 ores. Or could have skipped through the rooms like I did, hoping to find one of these rooms. Oh shit, hello. And definitely completed it, right? Because also... Ooh, hello. That was Xenium. I want my thing back. Yep, there's an Alexandrite. Because now as I go through... it was the room right above the paint room. Which I want to go see if I'm going to get the thing or not. Well, let's just... Damn! That was good. And here's the thing. Yes, I have already generated these chests, but the loot inside was not pre-generated, right? It doesn't generate loot until after you break it. So all the goodies that I'm getting now that are getting affected by that plus 50% item rarity. Which is neat. Okay. I'm pretty sure there's a small chance to get God favors by completing God altars, right? I keep getting lemons, but... Oh, I got a ripe mango. I didn't even know those existed. I don't even know what the fuck a mango does. I'll have to find that out. See, if I could find the library right now, that'd be amazing. Okay. Mine vault ores. This is just gonna be a wooden chest room. And as good as wooden chests can be, I want other things, because I don't think wooden chests give me all that much. God damn it. Yeah, see how little that actually gave me? Coins. Well, that's unfortunate. All these coins don't have shit. Oh my god. Snap! Oh, hi. 2, 3, 4, 5, 10, 11. What is this? Two absorption hearts for 2 minutes. Let's try and get another ore room. Just because I think getting 2 God Favors in 1 vault would be fan-fucking-tastic. That's not it. I mean, we are halfway there, right? That was off 1 POI, by the way. Fuck yeah. I start bringing a secondary pick. Hi, friends. Because a pick just for stone would save me so much time. That's 7 Alexandrite. Because there's the thing, I know for a fact that mining ore with my pickaxe, or mining just the regular stone with my pick, is going to destroy the durability. So I've got speed. Oh, okay. So I traded 1 favor for another. That's kind of bullshit, but okay, I'll take it. Like, I get it. I really do. I get it. Like, could you imagine stacking God Favors like that, though? Kind of thought that's how it worked. Oh, I haven't got him here yet. I really do have to watch my time, though. Okay, I need 3 Alexandrite, which is good. Oh, there's another 28. Nope. Should have taken it. That was greedy. Oops. I'm being very greedy, I know this. You guys can yell at me later for the greed. So all I need to do is grab the whatever I've gotten from the altar. Oh, hi. I only need lemons now. Oh, I just replenished my orange. Oh. Alright, yep. Thanos is ever so slightly upset with me. Hey, I got 2 out of Wendar, though. Okay, and 10 gold. Got 68. Oh my god. Okay. I can't see shit. There we go. "45 seconds." Okay, so this is the intermediate between the things here. Okay, dokie then. What if I... Here, hold on, let's really quickly run over to the thing. The fact that I got a ripe mango is interesting. So what if I just do pound time? Okay. So there's 6 time of fruit. Right, and I was going to use these for the time fruits. So I can take these out. Yeah, okay. Okay, so 10, 20, 20, and then 30, 45, 60, 90. So yeah. Mangoes next, 45, 60, 90. No, I need another double pouch. Because I need to know which inventory, or which slot memory one is. Yep, it's this one. Then I want jewel pouches here. And key fragments. I guess I could throw the vault rocks in the junk chest, huh? In the junk one? Yeah, so let's do that instead. So let's go... Jewel pouch. Jewel pouch. Okay. And key fragments. Select all, save one. Now, what do I get key fragments from? Yeah, I can get them from here, so that matters. So here's my new setup for that. And then if I go into here, I'm going to end up putting... There we go. Slot 2. Okay, so that's the empty ones I just thrown in there. Let's roll these while we... Sure. Let's do a durability one. Got so much fucking Larimar out of that. This is going to take a minute to get used to just because I'm so used to having these three up here. So I need 6 more knowledge stars, and then I can get my next mod, which will be thermal expansion. Why thermal expansion? Well, because I think it's quite nice. And also, I can get 2 more, and I can have thermal dynamos, which is power. Better power than what we've currently got. Oh, what are these? Scrappy? Yeah, both these getting scrapped. Because I don't care. Simply put, because I don't give a fuck. Okay. So I need a sender and I need a puller. That. Modular routers. Or hold on, let's grab these mod boxes real quick. Okay. Blank module, stack upgrade, gearbox. Holy shit, that's fucking fantastic. Alright, so let's just really quickly just go through and... Anyways. At modular routers. So, Hold on, actually, while we're... Yeah, let's go ahead and just really quickly throw all that in there. At modular routers. So I just need one of you, and I need a Mark II sender and a Mark II puller. Oh, motherfucker. Okay. So, Mark II sender. Let's actually run downstairs really fast and see what we got in the black market. Absolutely. Sure, why not? And sure, why not? That's a max roll and copiously, I'll take it. Let's go ahead and... Lagging so badly. What in the fuck? Hello, game. My computer's lagging. I love this. I need a new computer. Yep, everything is slowing down. Oh, there we are. We're back. There we go. Okay. I think I need a Mark I puller as well. Oh, yeah, I don't know what issues we're having right now. But I'm not gonna lie, it's kind of pissing me the fuck off. Okay. Shit. I need... I'm gonna... Since I'm taking care of some things. I'm going to just swap out my gear really fast. Just because why not, right? It makes sense if I'm taking care of stuff around the base. I should probably wear my base gear. That's all perfect. Sender, puller. And then the other one is going to need a puller sender and stack upgrades. Match modular router. So we can do a sender mark 1. Plunk. And I need 2 of them for a sender goes up. Okay. There we go. So yeah. In theory, strictly in theory, once I get that puller Mark II, I can drop all the gear I don't want in here, and it'll go boop, boop, and life will be good. Why does the camouflage upgrade cost a vault time? What? I don't know. I don't know. Just work here. Okay. And this is the pick that was supposed to be coming along with me, right? Yes. I've got a bunch of steel. Okay. There, hold on, let's finish this off. Obviously this isn't the last bit of this. We are almost there, however. Okay, kill assassin mobs, that's kind of a pain in my ass. Gather elixir? Not for that reward. 5 goblets, no. Submit 12 ancient debris, no. Mine 2 echo ore. While that's a good reward, I'm not holding out for that. 5 gorgonite, no. 222 chrome iron. Hold on, we're gonna keep that. We're gonna put that on the shelf, right? Yeah. So that'll be our next submit quest. Look at all the nice stuff we have. All right. So, oh, oopsies. I have things I need. So it's 33 seeds. $21 coal. I have no coal. Fantastic. Charcoal. Stem. Can I turn you into charcoal? No, because it doesn't burn. Nope. Okay. Hey, what else do I need? Slime balls and andesite. My slime balls? 37. So that's the most. Then you, then you. So then everything should realistically fit on this 64K. Once I get to the disk drive, I'll do the. However, disk drives are expensive, and so I'm not gonna make one. I don't need it right now. I'm gonna have to go through here one of these days and just figure out. See. What I need to throw away. Because I know for a fact there's stuff that I should throw away. I was going to roll you a bit more, but I didn't have the gold to do so. I'll wait till after this vault. This is so shitty. We'll say if I get another disk drive, these are going in there. See, I need 103. Last one, guys, last one. And then I promise we'll go do something else interesting. Okay, repair core. Kurt. Okay. I didn't make the thing bigger, but I will. Should probably turn this back on. Void and ew. So the void has void liquid, which that is. Falling in void liquid drains my time. So I have to be very careful. Oh my god, that was a... And that carapace that I want to carry with me only, or doesn't stop time loss. It stops everything else. Faster mobs at more experience. That's... Well, they're already kind of fast. See. Void liquid. Oh, there's stuff in here. Huh. So if you guys are wondering, why am I not grabbing that particular brazier? Because there might be a better one, to be honest with you. Or it's in the first room, it's faster mobs with nothing else, right? Because I don't get experience from this because I'm in debt to the locker. That's a library inscription. Do you guys... We're so close to getting out of debt, but that's the library inscription. The library. Yep, I'm taking it. Sue me, I don't give a shit. So the library is the Omega room for gilded chests. So if I can build a crystal around that, You know what? Yeah, actually, I'll take that. Because I don't give a shit about that. It's minus 50 trap disarm, and I barely run trap disarm as it is. The fuck? So that title's a little misleading because it's not more traps. It's just, you know, I'm unluckier with my traps. So instead of having, you know, good luck with my trap disarm, I've now negated pretty much all of my trap disarm. Which, again, is completely fine, seeing as how I barely run that shit in the first place. I need to run it more. I really do. And perhaps I will one day, right? It's just one of those things, it's like, it's not something that's super high on my priority list, because I've got other more pressing matters. Hello, friend. More pressing matters in my life, such as, you know, health, armor, mana regen, healing efficiency. I happen to get the other, then I'll be happy with it. But it's kind of like an afterthought for me. Fan fucking tastic. Alright. So like copiously, that's something that I look for. Why? Because copiously is fucking amazing. If anyone says differently, oh, sorry, but you're just wrong. And that's a hill I will die on. Here's the thing, I'm willing to admit I was wrong about shields. Shields have been changed to a way where I actually want to run one, as showcased by my offhand. So I am a big enough guy to say, you know, I was wrong. I used to love focuses, and honestly, focuses just were not scratching that itch for me. And it makes me kind of sad that I really enjoyed them, and now they are no longer the thing for me. But tactics change, games change, it's fine. But I'm not going to nerf myself over nostalgia, right? That's just bad gameplay. And I will say I was. Oh my. Oh, hi. You give me blindness? Which does really nothing to me. And the reason it doesn't do anything to me really is because I have shaders on. So my shaders are just kind of like, huh, that's cool. Yeah, I'll take it. Is it just me or ore veins so much richer in this one? Ooh, echo. I'm curious to see what the Void theme does. Because each theme has its own set thingy that it does, right? I'm just going to use the term thingy because I don't have a better word for it, right? But it definitely feels like the ore veins in this are so much richer. I should have taken the damn 2 echo. What in the fuck? My 3rd echo ore in this vault alone. And for those of you wondering what that little sound that plays is when I mine the ores every once in a while, that kind of shong, that is copiously. And so what copiously does is whatever I would get out of the ore, I get double of. And just out of pure RNG looks, the reason I'm running Fortune, first off, is because it makes more sense to me to run Fortune than anything else. But also, oh dear lord, hi friends. Oh. Anyways, statistically, I think is the right word I'm looking for here. I will get more gems running, what the fuck? Anyways, running things like, copiously on Fortune than I will on Silk Touch. Because here's the... Oh, you rat fuck. Anyways. Because if I can get 4 gems off of a copiously proc, then I get 8 gems, right? Whereas, okay, cool, I will get 2 ores. And while that's not bad, who's to say I'm going to get those fortune triggers outside of the vault, right? So, it is ever so slightly better to run Fortune. And again, if you guys, are just like, well, I really prefer having whatever, it also really helps the storage system out because, as you notice, I don't have any ores tucked away, right? It's just gems, which means that I can store the gems in compacting drawers, and it's fine. Otherwise, I have to have a drawer for the ores, I have to drawer for the gems, I'd have to, sit there and, oh, I need this ore, let me go break it. Or, hey, I just got back, let me take, 10 minutes to just go through and break all the ores I just mined up, which is double durability take up, which to me is kind of dumb. And here's the thing, I used to do it that way, right? I used to go, oh, I like my Silk Touch, and then I get my copiously procs, and then there we go. But then I realized, oh, hey, mathematically this makes more sense. So I will instead do it this other way. Because, I like good math. And here's the thing, good math just makes sense. Okay. No, absolutely not. That's ethereal. That will make the ghosts or some mobs immortal. They cannot take damage. Absolutely not. Not the trade-off of better chests. Like, yeah, cool. I want more stuff in my chests. Oh shit, I can't damage mobs. Like, which, kind of pick your poison, right? So here's the thing, I play this game very greedily. Not that greedily. I'm sorry, that's can spawn, not will spawn. So that's not a... It's not something I'm willing to risk. Please to die quick here. I'm not gonna lie. I was really looking forward to getting out of the locker debt. So that way my gold was my own. But that library inscription, it was just calling my name. It was saying, "Take me home." Use me on a vault crystal. You know you want to. I was like, I really do. Holy shit. Oh, hi, friend. Fucker. Nobody likes you. Get out, too. Just over here. This is why mom doesn't fucking love you. God. Like, knocking me into the poison, which, I mean, it's pretty well negated because of the fact that I have regen on. Also, I do like how relics work. Because I know I covered this one, I'm just going to cover it again because we're talking about it. And there might be someone new watching the stream that's never seen Vault Hunters before. Trinkets and God Idols don't have durability. They just don't take durability damage. Instead, they have uses. So they use a use, or they lose a use every time that you go into a vault. So you can only use them a certain number of vaults, which is fine. But then that means, like everything else, you have to replace it after a while. Which, again, you have to replace all your gear eventually because your gear will will break. But oh, this is an ore room. I'm gonna use the rest of my time in here. If I'd realized that, I wouldn't activate that till the very end. That's why I like my chromatic powder so much. Because the chromatic powder reduces my durability by 35%. Or, sorry, durability usage, I should say. So I'm getting so much more usage out of my gear. Just by having this one trinket, right? And then the leaf I have is, I forget what it's called, but the leaf gives me regeneration +1. And then I've also got Valara's idol on right now, and I've got 4 favors with her. So I get a little better armor, and I get better healing efficiency, since that is the vault god of health. Or life, whatever you want to call it, right? And here's the thing, once I get the leaf and the idol down to 1, I'm just going to keep them on my person in the overworld, because obviously if I don't go into a vault with them, then I'll never use or lose them. Which I think pretty nifty. And I personally would only run a Vault God idol that I have favors with, because otherwise if you don't have any favors with them, then you're just wasting it. And that's not an opinion, that's just a fact. Because they get more powerful the more that particular Vault God likes you. So, if a Vault God doesn't like you at all, obviously their favor is going to do nothing for you. But, if one likes you a lot, then you're going to be mostly fine. Ooh, temporal relic. Good shit, good shit. Oh, hi, friends. I jumped a little bit because I didn't realize he was going to just run up and smack me in the face like that. Hello, howdy. Bye. Oh my. This is so nice. I have to get out of this vault soon. Alright. Out the exit we go. Because with this particular one, you have to actually leave through the portal, right? You can't just click a pylon and get out. There are a couple recipes used to use void fluid, which that just sucked. Because then you had to hope and pray. Oh god. There's hope and pray for a end vault. Then you had to bring a bucket. You had to remember your bucket. It was honestly just a nuisance, right? Because it's like, oh, I don't know. I didn't know this till like you're sitting there going, "Oh dear God, what the fuck?" All right, I want to. I'm just curious, right? Pylon's broken. Pylon's used. Rooms discovered. Common. Yep, 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 yep. All right. I mined 9 echo ore. Dear God. We got a pog. That's badass. All right. So for those of you wondering, what is a pog? A pog is a high-end crafting item. So if you're wondering, why does pog matter? Well, because high-end crafting is really, really good. And this is a size 5 inscription. That's well worth the 28 gold that we spent. I cannot tell you guys how over the moon I am just for that. So we've got 3 more vaults with that, 4 more with that, and we've got 20 more vaults with that. So, sorry, 2.5% increase in armor, 30% seconds, plus 30% seconds of charming, 1.5% increased health, 4.5% healing efficiency. What is charming? I think that's an activated ability, right? Charm. Okay. Charm mobs deal a percentage of your attack damage as damage to their targets and can trigger on-hit effects. Charm mobs also have increased speed. That's actually pretty neat. I might take Charm. I didn't realize that Charm was that neat. Oh yeah, more Echo Gems in the Void rooms. So we'd kind of piece that together, but so wait, what? Okay. All right, and more storage. Again, I'm not going to complain about that. Oh, hello. Hello. Yeah. Alright, let's go ahead and roll this temporal one, and let's do that. Door Hunter. See, I don't know what these do. Polar Mark II. Okay, so I need these focuses, and I need the platings. And now let's do Polar Module Mark II. It smells like something's baking in my house, but there's no baking going on. What the fuck? Okay. Scrappy. 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 And this... Bowler. Okay, so we have to whitelist things here. Or what if... Hmm. I have a really, really stupid thought. That is exactly how I thought that was going to end up going. So, we're going to ask ourselves, why did that happen? Well, the answer is actually pretty simple. The Vault Recycler wants to get things put into the top. Alright, makes sense to me, makes sense to you. Then, what can I? Nope. Polar. Okay. Am I mixing up whitelist and blacklist here? Once, not here, let's... No, this is not a... This is a worse one. Okay, cool. So, if you guys are using modular routers on this, remember, top is in on the left-hand side, bottom is out on the right-hand side. So, why does that matter? Because when your things don't want to thing properly, you're going, why in the fuck do I even use this? Answer? You know, you gotta be 10% smarter than the equipment. So, now that we've figured out how to get the things to thing properly, it works. You know, it didn't require any crazy nonsense. It is just as simple as saying, hey, pull from here, go into here, and don't complain at me. I'm not gonna lie, that was a fairly simple fix. Oh, rock. Right. So I realize that we've done a lot, and I mean a lot, of vault running recently. So, we're going to put a pin on that, right? You know. Ooh, well, I can... Like I said, you know, we've been doing a lot of it recently. I think the last 2-3 episodes have just been vaults. So here's how we're going to do this, right? We're going to actually work on something now. We got back most of our investment of chromatic iron, which is honestly really funny. A knowledge brew. So yeah, I can actually share knowledge with somebody, which is really, really cool. Just requires a bunch of garbage. We have no bounties because all the bounties are being used up. Let's finish out. Oh, right. Select specialization. Let us finish out this. Right. This cannot go up any higher. A delay of 2 seconds, and it's going to just blast out beams at everything, which is really, 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 really nice. Excuse me. And let's go ahead and... Oh, it's tempting me. It's tempting me, but I said no. Because we need to actually do something. So, here is what we will do instead. I need to pick up upgrade for this. I'm going to fly to a random undisclosed location. You guys are going to come with me, so don't tell anybody. But, pick up. Oh my god, why does it mean that? I mean, this makes sense, but the vault diamonds? Damn, okay. And then I need stack upgrades. Oh, those are pogs. What are those? Oh, those are echo pogs. Okay, so really quickly, let's just grab one of those. Grab one of those. Grab one of those. Grab one of those. Throw it up there. So yeah, we've got everything we need. Go on. 512. Jesus. There we go. By 2. Oh, this is by 8, that's why. So yeah, when I continue to upgrade, it'll be all good. I know I'm not going to run over to spawn, because spawn, I feel, would be a little rude. So we already ran over here to fight the Wither and kind of tore up everything. Now instead, go over to someone else's base and then dig out a giant hole into the ground under their base. I'm joking, by the way. That would be extremely rude. And against the server rules. Because I don't own those chunks. Actually, speaking of owning chunks, hold on, how do I do that again? Chunk claim feature requires the open parties and claims mod. Okay. So I'll have to, hi there. I'll have to add that in, just so we can claim chunks and things like that. If it doesn't break the server, that is. So do you know who I am? Okay. Yes, we do have our warp stone. No, we're just gonna go straight down. Alright. Deep Sight's why we're here. $590, I like it. So for those of you wondering, like, hey, why is your Paxel not breaking? Well, because it is a immortal Paxel. I found enough gems in the vault, so that way it would sit there and go, ooh, I take 0 durability damage in the overworld. Which is very, very important. And why is that important? Well, because it is. Like, I couldn't have built my town. Which I guess I could have, huh? I could have built my city without it. Because I really did build it without it. I'm not going to be able to terraform that, though, without it. Also, for those of you wondering, like, oh, well then, why doesn't your base have mobs? It's dark. Megatorch. Why doesn't it have bats? Dreadlamp. You know, like, all of the things that you guys are gonna say, oh, well, why not? Or where is this? I've done it all on stream. I showed you guys, like where everything's at, how everything works. So, me sitting here saying like, oh, it's because of this, isn't me being condescending or anything else. It's literally me just saying, hey, just so you are tracking and aware, I've already done this. I've already explained why the world is round. But I also like every once in a while just doing it, just because, lurkers on stream happen. And we all know that one uninformed person just kind of spoils it for the bunch. Because then you have that one person like, oh, he's doing shady shit. It's like, I'm really not. I promise I'm not. But I also just hate, the idea of being accused of doing shady shit on stream. So that's why I try not to run crazy amounts of vaults without you guys, because, then everything that I get, you guys are like, oh, yeah, that makes sense. Like, I was here for that. Or at least, if you weren't here for that, you can always run over the YouTube channel and say, hey, yeah, I saw him do the thing. Oh, I'm almost done. Putting the floor in. Will I do the walls? Maybe. I don't know. However, I'm going to take a very small, like probably 5-minute break. So we're gonna fly over on top of here. Oh, I need to hook up all of this as well. But anyways, I will be back in a couple minutes. Alright, I am back. Hope you guys enjoyed the break. Oh, don't want that. Oh, right, I could do. I forgot I had an intermission screen. Oh my god. And you guys can actually look at what we're doing. Well, it's being a pain in the ass right now, not doing the thing it's supposed to, but oh shit. Haha. That's actually really cool. Because that's the chat box. Huh. I completely forgot about that. I'm gonna have to start using that instead of just we'll be right back so you guys can like actually watch what we're doing. Unless, of course, I'm doing something where it's like, oh, you know, you guys can't be watching, or I don't want you guys watching me. But yeah, it's neat. Don't care about fluorite. Take the uranium. It's a bunch of tough. I don't care about tough. Okay. This area here is going to be our, I think I've said it before, but I'm going to just say it again so you guys are fully aware of what we're building here. This is going to be the factory portion of our base, right? If you're wondering, okay, well, why do we need a factory? Why wouldn't we need a factory, right? And if you're going, okay, well, fair. Hey, pancakes! So you changed your name. But it's going. You know, had a little bit of progress on the base, you know, ever so slightly. Barely even noticed a difference that, like, the cube has gotten resurrected, and now all of our stuff is inside of it. At least storage-wise. And we're finally building up the thing. You know what? That's fair. Okay. I think we've got enough stuff to get started here. So at create. Oops, I don't care about water wheels. I don't need them. You know, I could figure out a way, because I'm smart, how to have a permanently burning blaze burner. However, this induction heater is going to be really nice as well. So, let's see here. So, how big of an area? Oh, dear Lord. How big of an area am I going to need? Okay, hold on a second. I need a book and quill, because we need to do some writing and some thinking here with a lectern. Okay. So we're just going to put that there for now. So, things that I can do in Create, right? That create. I can break it. I can crush it. I can mill it. I can press it. I can mix it. I can smoke it. I can haunt it. I can wash it. I can smelt it. I've got 9 things so far. Am I missing anything? No. Okay, so let's do this again, right? Breaking, crushing, milling, haunting, smoking, washing, blasting, or smelting. It should be smelting. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Let's see here. I use fire for smoking, haunted fire for haunting, lava for smelting, water for washing, and I have milling, crushing, breaking. Done. What else do we got here? Oh, pressing, mixing. So I'm going to call it compacting and mixing. Mixing. What was the last thing that we had here? Fuck, I think that was it. Well, let's run through this again. So the drill for breaking, crushing, and then it's going to be haunting, washing, smelting, smoking, compacting, mixing. So that's 8. Okay. Because I can't think of anything else. Nope. Sawing. So there's sawing. That's another one that we need. Okay, so currently that's 9. 9 things, and so we're going to put a... We've got what? How many different dies? Die. I'm going to go somewhere where there's light so my keyboard lights up better as I'm typing. Because I have one of those really nice keyboards where it says, hey! Why is it being weird with my... Oh. Well, let's, like the left half, or the left quarter of my keyboard's not lighting up. It's kind of getting annoying. Okay, Logitech Hub. However, I really like my keyboard because it's mechanical. What if I just go upstairs really fast? Yeah, it's... I know these ones aren't burnt out. What in the shit? Oh, it's just... Yeah, okay, cool. Alright, it was just being dumb. Now it's fine. For whatever reason, the keys didn't want to key. we've got 16 dice. What die colors do I want? And then we've also got storage. So I think storage is going to be cyan. Washing will be blue. Haunting will be light blue. Smoking will be orange. Smelting will be red. I don't know what other colors I should use. But I do need an anvil, and I need dyes. Cyan dye. Red dye. Orange dye. Okay, then I need blue, I need light blue. Let's do light gray for milling, so we can have that taken care of as well. And let's just start running through it. So this is going to be storage, smoking, smelting, washing, haunting, and I think we said this was milling. Yep, okay. So why am I labeling all of these? Well, because we can right-click them onto the belts, and so we don't have to worry about that kind of stuff. Which, again, is going to be very, very helpful when I'm sitting here going, oh, well, shit. Right? Because also, let's just do science really fast, right? Yep, cool. Doesn't even use it. But look how nice that is, because now I can identify where that's going. Need that. I should probably... I don't have assembly yet. As we make things, I'll get them set up. So, what is the first first gift of Christmas, right? It should probably be... Realistically, we should probably be finishing this out and getting this back on track here. you off because you're going to annoy me. Wish I had night vision just so I could see through everything. Because I'm going to need a large. Like I said, this whole quadrant here essentially is going to get turned into factory. Potentially even digging into this section here, which means I'm going to need more magnum torches. Or mega torches, whatever we want to call them. So I guess let's start by doing that. And then doing that. This heat upgrade will be really nice because then we can throw it onto this induction heater. Don't gotta worry about too much stuff. How do I make you really fast? Just out of ambient curiosity, right? Packed ice, lava, magma block. I feel like I can make this without that, but oh well. Yeah, so let's keep putting as much down as we can. I am going to have to make a whole area just to produce cobblestone, because cobblestone can get turned into a bunch of different things. And let me kind of run you guys through what cobblestone can get turned into, right? So cobblestone can turn into stones, you can turn into smooth stone, which that can get dropped down into anything else. But we're not going to go down into the weeds of that because we just care about the fundamentals right now, right? You can then also crush stone into gravel. You can compact lava, gravel, and flint into andesite. You can also mill it, technically speaking. Which I think milling 4 times, 8 times. So, okay, I think we're going to mill our stuff downwards. Anyway, so you can turn cobblestone into gravel. You can then... okay, so this is where the crushing comes into play. So you need to crush gravel into sand, which can turn it, which also has a chance for flint and clay, which is fine. You can also add rotten flesh to it to make coarse dirt. You can also smelt it into slag, which we will use later. You can wash it to get flint and iron nuggets. You can mill it for flint. Obviously, you can compact it into andesite. Compacting has so many. Andesite can be crafted by compacting it this way. And that is it. Okay. And then obviously once you turn... Oh, hold on. Oops. No, andesite into that. I said andesite, right? That. Then you turn this into sand. Sand can be compacted into sandstone, which we're going to need. It can be blasted into glass. It can be turned into soul sand, which would be nice. It can get washed into clay. And then obviously, soul sand can get blasted into scoria. It can get washed into nether quartz and gold nuggets. Hold on. Let's go back into this. Pink sand, sand, real sand. And then obviously clay can get turned into packed clay. It can get turned into bricks. Packed clay can then get blasted into terracotta. So there are a bajillion and one things that you can do just off of cobblestone, right? So then once we get the cobblestone up and running, we can also melt cobblestone down into lava, which then in turn will allow us more resources, right? Because then we can do all that extra. So that's what we're going to try to get done right now. Now, obviously not all of it, because it's going to take a good minute, but we're at least going to attempt to get some of it underway. Let's go ahead, teleport away again, teleport back. Because then also, because we're playing on a server, if anyone wants to jump in, then we'll have, some pretty easy resources to sell off and be like, hey, here you go. You can just have our overabundance of cobblestone or whatever. Or now I've got the juices flowing, right? Because we've got our storage here. Should we turn this area into our because I realize I've got like a whole lava pit here. That doesn't really matter, right? Because I can transport lava and I can produce lava. What if I turned this area that's already prepped into our space, right? Because oh no, we've got our iron farm up there, which is more than okay. Because that also gives us access to iron. Hold on. Iron ingot. So we can stone cut it into that. We can auto compact it into this, right? We can press it into that. We can roll it into that. Yep, I think we're going to do that, because then I can also route this over easier. So let me go ahead and break. I'm in danger of losing my my stuff. Oops. to just leave this hole here. Which, I mean, also leaving the hole here is fine. It doesn't really affect anything. Also, I'm a little bothered that I dug all this out, but I'm probably going to end up putting pipes through here to get to that that lava. So it's not like it's the worst thing in the world. Okay, so gearbox. There we go. Still have 14 buckets of lava here. Okay, so now we can put that back in there. I'm going to end up... So that's the gearbox there. I can put another gearbox there, because that doesn't really matter on that one. Ah. So we're just going to run it under here, because it doesn't really matter. That's fantastic. Oops. Oh, diamond. Realistically, I guess I could just come down under here and just tear up everything. And then have a whole bunch of stuff. Like walkways and scaffoldings and things. Which, I mean, that wouldn't be too terrible. Because we're going to have to end up doing some scaffolding work anyways. Oh, hello. Take that. Okay, so where do I want my cobblestone generator to be? And how big do we want it, right? These are real questions, because if I do this stupidly, I'm gonna have to redo it. And it's just gonna bother the fuck out of me. Let's see. We should probably put it right here-ish, just to out of the way. Yeah, we're gonna run it this way. So, here's what we're gonna do. We'll have. Well, let's just. There we go. I should have grabbed more lava, but anyways. One, two, three, 4, 7, 8. Do 8, and this would be the middle drill thing. Okay, so let me kind of run you guys through the thought process here. So if we do 8, right, that'll be 5, 6, 7, 8. That'll be 16 every single time that it breaks. Which, if that's the case, right, that means that we won't have to worry too terribly much. And then we'll have to find a way to kind of quarantine these in here. Where did I put it? I just had the damn thing. Did I put it back in the, whatever it's called? The storage system. Alright, so I'm gonna change how I do things here. Yep, I'll put it back. So really quickly, I'm going to break everything. Because I think I want everything to be in... Well, actually, no, because these gearboxes aren't in brass. Okay, so inside buildings will be brass, because brass is pretty. Everything else will be in andesite. Wonderful. Then we've got, what, the item filter? Is that what it's called? Item grate? Oh, damn it all. That create. I'll know it when I see it, right? It's a little hatch that items can pass through that nothing else can. And I'm gonna clicking past it, and you guys be like, "You missed it." It's like, well, I just didn't see the damn thing. Because no, I don't want item shoots. Because I could use an item shoot. But no, there's a more elegant solution than that. And it really is just being elusive, isn't it? Here, let's try this again. Item. Unless it's not in this version. I'm going to have to use the shoots. Damn you! Damn you! Because no, it's not the item drain. Because see, item drains can extract fluids from items. That's not what I want. So yeah, we're just going to have to use the shoot, which is fine. Fine. Doesn't rain on my parade in any meaningful manner. Um, uh, let's see here. So, if I, in theory, did that, right, and then I don't have a crank, so I'd go up. I think that works. I need a crank. I'm also going to make some more, whatever it's called, some more belts. Am I growing kelp, first off? Before I start going hog wild with stuff here. I grow no kelp. I'm not going to waste an infinity bucket on that. I now grow kelp. Smoker. I thought I grabbed a smoker. I did not. Where's my 2 buckets? Is this useless, or is this a waste of cogs? Possibly. Do I care? Also, no. No. Okay, so I need an additional cog to uncog the cog. This is some bullshit. What if I just did this? Hold on. Gearbox. Gearbox, right? Turn that back normal. Where's my... There's the mouse. Edge of my limit here. I need this one. Okay. Okay. So I have an idea now. And here's how we're going to do it, all right? So watch how smart this will be. We just go here and there. We go here and there. Okay. Now watch this, all right? Everything's going in the correct direction. Now, for those of you that are prone to premature celebration, don't. Because now I need to get everything up top working, right? Because here's how this is going to work. I'm just going to do it on this one side and then we'll replicate, right? So it's going to be item chutes. So the item chutes will go there. Which means that The drills. That's not all ominous and slightly terrifying. Drills will go like that. Now then, why will the drills go like that? Simple answer, not so simple execution. Alright. Oops. Because without the drills going like that, I'm going to have nothing to break my stuff. Then we're also going to differentiate these by having them actually do something here. Ooh, I think I'm going to do white as transport, just so I know, oh, you're not actually a thing, you're just maneuvering, right? Oh, this needs to be one thicker. And I got to figure out how I'm going to do this, right? Because, in theory, hold on. See, this one doesn't matter. So hold on. If I go like this, right? Just hear me out on this. That'll solve that problem. Okay, then we just go like that. I'm gonna need a little room where I can have all the stress and stuff like that get rated. Belt. And then white dye. There's a difference between transport and storage. then for those of you wondering, like, okay, well, what's the difference between transportation and storage, right? Storage means it's actually going to the storage room. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. It is just for storage. That's it. Transportation, on the other hand, it's just going from A to B. It won't end up in storage. It's just going to end up somewhere in the line. Where in the line? Doesn't really matter. It's just going to end up in the line. Also, that belt isn't going to get a color because it's a supplementary belt. Supplementary belts aren't going to get a color simply because I don't need them to. I'm trying to annotate all the belts I'm going to be looking at. And since I'm not going to be looking at that belt, it doesn't need to be identified as what it is. Then obviously later on I can go, oh, lime green will be all the supplementary belts. If it's needed, right? You know what? I should probably be proactive and do that anyways, huh? Just because we know that we're going to need it. Okay, cool. Smelting a sea pickle will. Will give us the lime green that we want. Okay. What's the word we're looking for here? It's not supplementary. It's because supplementary in my mind will be like, oh, it's supplementing the main line. No, this is mechanical. So lime green will be all mechanical belts. All right. Shoots. I don't have any andesite. Look, that's impressive. So I've got 8, 16, which means I need 32 of you. And I need iron ingots. Oh, hey, look at that. Ta-da! So, put you. All right. I don't know why I jumped down there when I need the stuff up here. It's because I'm smart. That's why. I had 32 and I had 16. Because these craft in twos, don't they? They do craft in twos. Don't we like how I knew my fuck up before? I even verified it. It's like, It's like, there's only one logical explanation to this. Now then, basic Minecraft knowledge. Why are we putting the water on the bottom and the lava on the top? For those of you that say, I have no clue, I've never done this before, well, congratulations. We are now doing a basic cobblestone farm within the Create mod. So, put lava on the bottom, or sorry, water on the bottom and lava on the top, because lava moves slower than water. So, the water can and will go into the area where the lava is and turn it all into, whatever it's called, obsidian. So instead, we put the lava on the top, because it's just nicer. And we have 19. We have 9 on each side. Oh, whoopsies. Do I give a shit? Not really. As you can see, lava moves very, very slowly. So yeah. The only difference is we're using Create to mine it as opposed to just like, hooking it up to pistons and moving it out of the way and stuff like that. I mean, the concepts are essentially the same. It's just a different method of harvest. Which, again, completely fine. Doesn't break anything. All that matters is that it all gets mined together. And we are ensuring that right now. And we're just going to hit this with the lime green really fast. Bam! Do I have any... No, I need an andesite tunnel as well. Why do I need the andesite tunnel? Well, because it looks nice. That's really what it is. It also creates a visual break in what we're doing. I also need to go down here and change a couple things around. Just because, it's different now. This particular endeavor is helping me lag bust ever so slightly, because the longer the cables, the more laggy they are. And let's be honest here, nobody likes lag. So, by doing this, I'm helping fight lag on my server and on my computer. I just need a regular old pipe really fast. I also kind of want a couple more tanks, but for now. How do I make tanks again really fast? Tank. Oh, I need barrels, I need copper sheets. Well, I mean, I'm not gonna say no. One barrel. All right, 25 barrels. Let's do 24 barrels here. So I need 48 copper. Turn that off. So now we run this over. And let's do tank. There we go. I now have 28 tanks. Importer. Fluids. Bam. They're green now. I'm gonna eventually have to change areas where I harvest lava from. But that's fine. I've got a bunch here still. So the millibuckets, just look at everything on the left side of the comma. So this is 216 buckets of lava that I can just store in here. And for every single one that I place, just like that, I can also hold 216. So I can create a system that equalizes and things like that pretty well, actually. I'm just going to fill this in and make it look all nice and pretty. Like I said, this is pretty nice because I can just sit here and store a whole bunch of lava underneath here with no real issue. Oh, right, I need to grab the stressometer. Because I do need to keep track of the stress. I'm not going to sit here and freak out if I don't have it all on hand, but because what are we sitting at right now? Okay. We're at 29% stress on everything that we're doing at this moment. Now, some of this obviously will be able to be remedied. But it won't be super duper remedied right away. Oh. No, bugger. Where's my andesite casing? I am going to need another gearbox, which is unfortunate. Hold on. I want everything to be able to be toggled, right? So let's... Sorry, I want everything but the transport belts to get toggled here. So if I just run this like this, to about there, right? So we can go around still. Oopsie daisy. I've already filled this in with lava and stuff, so it's going to be really fun to mess with. Hold on. Right. So, what if? How do we do this? How would we do this? Okay. Because I'm not turning this on until I can turn it off. All right. Okay. Let's go. Let's go make ourselves a gearbox really fast. And then we can start playing with things, right? Gearbox. Haha, I have no cogs. Alright, so we're gonna go down into here. I'll put you like that. And I have no clue if this is turning in the correct direction or not. It is. It is. It is. It is. Fantastic. And I think this is fast enough. All right. So then... Okay, so it can't go any further than that. Hmm. Spare cog. Okay. Cog wheel. This is a gear shift, which should have a lever attached to it, going... Oops, daisy. Okay. So I need another gearbox. So put a lever here, right? Hold on, let's... Alright, because we've got gearbox there. No, we don't have a gearbox there. I can put a gearbox there. And then... it could be... Hold on. I have a large cogwheel like that. Other large one would have to be... No, one more up. which means small cog. Trying so hard to think of how we could do this, right? So I think it'd be vertical gearbox, gear shift, baby cog. Oh, actually, hold on. How could I make... So if I did big gear or big cog there, right? And then did big cog like that. How would we... No. Because I physically can't put... I guess I could put big cog. No, big cog doesn't fit there. And still allow these things to function. I'm an idiot. I'm an idiot. We gotta go back into the storage room. I know exactly what I need. It's not cogs. It's not cogs. It's something far more beautiful. Chain drives. Because watch this, right? The chain drive, yep, relay rotation to each other in a row. Same direction. And you can rotate it like that. An unpowered change gear, or gear shifts work like this, right? So when powered, and this is the input source, everything else doubles. But when powered and it's not the input source, it'll be halved. So I need 9. Let's just do 1. And let's go ahead and grab some chromatic steel. I don't have a wrench yet. Right? Nope. Nice stuff. I'm gonna just leave that up until I get a spot for it. Where's the depots at? There. Okay. Hit it with a wrench. And I need a lever. We'll just bring all those. Oh, should I need another? Just gonna keep those in our pockets for now. And that is vertical gear shift. Okay. Onwards and upwards. Now, if you're wondering, why do I want everything to be able to be turned off? Well, because being able to turn shit off is actually a big skill. It's very important in my life. Because just imagine for a moment if we couldn't turn shit off. Ba-dum-dum. It's fine. It's all going according to plan. Okay, we put that there. Put that there. Hmm. Alright, and there's the gear shift. Stand here, put that there. Put those there. I want to make sure before I do something stupid. Gear shift is the one I'm thinking of, right? No, it's not. Okay. Is it just called a brake? No. It's called a clutch. It's called a clutch. Um, There we go. So we're going to have to do a little bit of redstone magic on this one just because we built for the clutch. If I was smart about this, and I don't want to take this apart, mostly because there's lava and fluids already in place. If I was smart about it, I would have put the clutch in part, as part of it, but I didn't, so it is what it is, right? Like, no use crying over spilt milk. We learn for next time. Put the clutch in as part of the design. Don't do it afterwards, because I'm gonna piss you off. So now if I do that, Okay, so I'm going to turn this off really fast. I'll run it for one rotation. Okay, hold on. Shoot. Hmm. So what if we made this go slower? Just hear me out on this, right? I can't do that one because... Okay, this is really strict. Annoy the fuck out of me. Except I need it. Bastard! Okay. Okay, so we've got that. In case chain drive. So if I do that, right? How do I get... I can't get you there. Because that would require disrupting this. Hmm. No, it can't be that easy. That's almost criminal how easy that would be. Oh, that's evil. Good evil, but oh, that's almost criminal. It has to go even slower? Are you joking? I'm just gonna let that sit for me. I have an idea. I have an idea. So the issue is that they aren't. Oops. Oh, these things are called vaults. I keep wanting to call these safes. I realize like the terminology is wrong, but okay, where are you getting hung up in? Because I'm really starting to get fed up with you. 'Cause, yeah, you're a piece of cobblestone. It's just that one. And I don't know why. So what if we do that, right? Where it's in, in, out. So let's run it for a second here. Okay. What? I don't think you guys realize how confused I am on this. Okay, what does this do? Cover my belts, yep. Okay. Yep, brass domes cover up my belts. Yep, filter slots. Okay. Okay. how do I make a brass tunnel? Okay, so... what if we try the brass tunnel? Here's the thing, and here's what's bothering me. I know I've done this before. I just... oh my god. I'm going to have to redo it. Because I just realized the last time I did this, it was... the middle was water, and then this was the break line. And then... the lava was on top. Okay. So I'm going to have to go through and I'm going to have to completely remodel how that area works, right? Which is going to suck. So, instead of doing that on stream, I'm going to end the stream for tonight, and I will just tell you guys, or, you know, I'll show you guys next time, not necessarily tell. Yeah, I'll make sure that you guys can see exactly what I've done. It's going to be the same thing, but different. And then we're going to use the brass tunnels to funnel them all into here. Hopefully... I will say I'm ever so slightly annoyed with myself. Because I should have realized. But I'm also building this off of memory from the last time I played Vault Hunters. So I think from memory, when I haven't played, I haven't gotten around to this portion in a good minute, I think it's pretty damn good. I'll probably leave these chutes here. Or something, just to help alleviate any issues. Nah. This is getting a full 100% revamp. Only thing that's not getting touched is this centralized belt. And that's it. Where's my wrench at real fast? Let's see if this works still. Just where the fuck did my wrench go? So I can't find a damn thing in my pockets. I wish I could toggle search mode like I used to be able to. The search mode was a beautiful thing. I think I threw the wrench back in the storage. So we started on the factory. That's the nice part. Yep, wrench. Now we're just going to have to figure out how we want it to all run and stuff. And I don't have another andesite casing because I used it for something else. Because of course I did. Because, yeah. That was going to be awkward because... Well, I realized that I was going to end this, but now I'm doing something else real fast. So that's 1, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So yeah. This is our 9 by 9, right? Made strictly possible. Fuck did my white dye go? I just dropped a bunch of garbage into the fucking storage. That's where all my shit went. Putting everything in the damn storage system. Got an extra chain drive in there. Got that in there. Got some fucking belts. There we go. Yep, should be 10. Because we've got our actual building itself, right? Or breaking itself. And then we've got the 10th one for the brass tunnel, which will then force it all into this middle column here. Which I don't even know if that's going to work, but we're going to figure it out together. Which I can actually push this one further. Because I can be smart about this, right? I can make this be the end cap. Which means that I could put that like that. I realize I am running way over the time I wanted to, but I'm just kind of just got hit by inspiration really fast. Yeah, and we can keep this fucker. No, we can't. It's still going to be one of I guess I could scooch this one over, because it's not going to kill me to scoot it one over. Because if our drills are going to be here, we need this to be the line. So yeah, we'll scoot this one over. Which means back with you. There we go. There we go. Like that. There you go, like that. So then I need 1, 2, and then we're gonna bring that out around like that. And then obviously we've got the chutes to cover ourselves here. One, two, 9. Oops. 9. We go. I only want to do 8. I want to do 8. I want quarter stack every single time, without fail. I think that'll also help with our issue, right? Quiet, you. Okay. Yeah. See, this will run much, much nicer now. Because then our drills are going to go here, facing inwards. Then we'll put our water buckets down right here, blocking everything off. Andesite, or not andesite, brass tunnels here, so it funnels everything inwards. Hold on a second. The andesite funnel, right? That's why it didn't work. Because it had the redstone power, so it turned it off. do, in theory, we could also take our item vaults, which I don't have on me, because I'm a pro, and we could have it stockpiling in here. Oops. Actually, I kind of like that better. It's a cheaper alternative. Alright, hold on. Really fast before I forget, because we all know by the time I get around to this again, I will have forgotten my very ingenious solution, and then I'll be like, what was the plan? So if I go 1, 2, 3, right, and then I grab you, and I grab you, and I go out. So he's going to export exactly 16. Let's try this again. He's going to export exactly 16. Okay. Now then, both sides work. I just proved it. Both sides quite happily push out items. Also, you know what's nicer about this as well is... Oh shit, I'm going to have the same issue that I had last time. Where the water, the infinite water bucket, is pushing all of these stuff towards towards the drills. Which I could solve by just having an additional belt here, just having a couple more andesite belt funnels. No, I'll figure it out later. Anyways, oh, before I forget, because it finally came, the new Beach and Peach flavor. I'm not gonna lie, I'm kind of looking for a new flavor. I really did enjoy the original Beach and Peach flavor because, you know, peach is in the name and it was very peachy. I realized there were some individuals that weren't too keen on like the peachiness of it. But I say to you, it was Beach and Peach. Now it's very hardcore mango, and while I love mango, I don't know, it just, I preferred the other one. So, yes, if you guys really like mango, though, I would highly suggest the new Beach and Peach flavor. This is from W, by the way. I'm sponsored by them. You know, I genuinely enjoy their product. It works fantastically. It doesn't spike me in energy. I'm not sitting there crashing. The flavors are fantastic. They're not chalky. They're not, anything negative. Like I said, my only thing is they just changed my favorite flavor. So now I've got to find a new favorite because, in my opinion, I think this new flavor has kind of missed the mark. So, it is what it is. Things happen. We get new flavors all the time. We used to have a green tea, like a passion fruit tea flavor, which was pretty good. That one got discontinued. So, things do change. And it is disappointing. I don't know. Maybe, possibly, enough people will say, hey, why can't we have the original peach flavor and just have, mucho mango or whatever it is with this newer flavor? And so it's not, they don't have to be different from each other. They can just be the same, or, they don't have to be the same thing. They can be different from each other. Sorry, my brain doesn't want to brain right now. I'm tired. Because it's a little after 11, and I have work tomorrow. So yeah, I'll end up working on this whole thing, at least getting it set up, and there will be a kill switch on it, so I don't have to worry too terribly much about breaking the system, because then everything will have its own switch, so I can go, oh, I don't want this. Cut it. Anyways. Yeah, thank you all for watching. I really do appreciate the support. It really does mean a lot to me. And I will see you all next time. Goodbye.